cardinals seen as possible successors to the papacy. Following the death of a pope, the centuries-old process of selecting a successor begins. Among the leading candidates are Pietro Parolin. Italian-born Parolin, 70, has served as the Vatican's Secretary of State since 2013 and became a cardinal the following year. The son of a store manager and a teacher, he played a key role in restoring US-Cuba relations in 2014. He has also voiced opposition to Ireland's legalization of gay marriage and condemned Israel's military response in Gaza after Hamas's October 7, 2023, attack. Fridolin Ambongo Basungu, 65, hails from the Democratic Republic of Congo and has been Archbishop of Kinshasa since 2018. He became a cardinal in 2019. A strong advocate for democracy, he has also denounced the exploitation of Congo's natural resources and is widely recognized for his commitment to social justice. Wimake Ake, 71, from the Netherlands, studied medicine before becoming a priest. He became a cardinal in 2012 and participated in the conclave that elected Pope Francis. Known for his conservative views, Ake once fired a transgender employee and has criticized Pope Francis's progressive approach to church doctrine. Peter Erdo, 72, was appointed Archbishop of Budapest in 2003 and participated in the conclaves that elected both Popes Benedict and Francis. Known as one of the leading ecclesiastical figures of our time, he has spoken against divorced Catholics receiving communion and has tried to promote the Catholic faith in post-communist African nations. Luis Antonio Tagle, 67, from Manila, goes by the nickname Cheeto. Formerly the Archbishop of Manila, he's seen as progressive and deeply involved in theological work. He contributed to the drafting of the history of the Second Vatican Council and took part in the 2013 conclave that elected Francis. Raymond Burke, 76, a traditionalist from Wisconsin, has frequently opposed Pope Francis and was removed from various Vatican roles. Ordained a cardinal by John Paul II in 1995, he later led the Archdiocese of St. Louis. His founding of the Shrine of Our Lady of Guadalupe reflects his deep-rooted Catholic devotion. Mario Grech, 68, from Malta, became a cardinal in 2020. Appointed Pro-Secretary General of the Synod of Bishops in 2019, he supports welcoming Catholics who feel excluded due to sexuality or divorce. He once said that attitudes rejecting such individuals are out of tune and they're non-Christian. Matteo Zuppi, 69, from Rome, was named cardinal in 2019 and now leads the Episcopal Conference of Italy. A longtime advocate for marginalized groups, he was instrumental in ending Mozambique's civil war and led a peace mission to Ukraine in 2023. He also serves as a judge on the Vatican's Supreme Court. These figures represent varied perspectives shaping the future of the Church.
Advanced polls are open for their final day as the federal election campaign enters its last week. Canadians who want to vote early have until the end of today to head to an advanced polling station, open from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., ahead of the general election on April 28th. Voters also have the option to cast their ballot at an Elections Canada office in their riding or apply to vote by mail until 6 p.m. local time on Tuesday. Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre is back in the Greater Toronto area today, set to make an announcement in Scarborough after spending the weekend in British Columbia. NDP leader Jagmeet Singh remains on the West Coast, with campaign events in Nanaimo, Comox, and Port Moody. Liberal leader Mark Carney is kicking off the campaign's final stretch in Prince Edward Island.
Indonesian Muslim leader pays tribute to Pope Francis, highlighting his peace legacy. A top figure in Indonesia's highest Muslim clerical council conveyed heartfelt condolences on Monday following the passing of Pope Francis, recognizing him as a tireless global advocate for peace and interfaith harmony. The world mourns the passing of Pope Francis, said Anwar Abbas, deputy chairman of the Indonesian Ulama Council. He was widely known as a man of peace. During Francis' September visit to Jakarta, he and Nasruddin Umar, Grand Imam of the Istiqlal Mosque, shared a poignant moment of mutual reverence. As the Pope departed in his wheelchair, Umar leaned down and kissed his forehead, while Francis kissed the Imam's hand and held it to his cheek. Abbas also praised the Pope's strong rapport with Egypt's Grand Sheikh Ahmed El Tayeb of Al-Azhar, calling their alliance a powerful symbol of interfaith unity. Among Muslims, his relationship with the Sheikh of Al-Azhar was especially notable in their shared mission for world peace, Abbas stated. The world has lost a true advocate of peace.
If you like this news and want more updates relating to this, please like, share, and subscribe.
Canada's approach to 2026 Olympic women's hockey revamped. Amid PWHL Canada's roadmap to Olympic gold in women's hockey is undergoing a major transformation. The traditional centralization process where athletes relocated to Calgary for 6 months of intense training has been replaced. With the rise of the 16 Professional Women's Hockey League PWHL, much of what Hockey Canada once provided is now built into the pro landscape. The landscape has shifted in the women's game that doesn't allow us to centralize going into the Olympic Games, said Gina Kingsbury, general manager of the Canadian women's team. Once the season starts, we're all in different markets and it's not the same as it has been in the past. Previously, centralization pushed players physically and mentally with daily practices, local AA and junior and men's matchups, and a full game schedule. Though grueling, players embraced it. It was a great model before we had the PWHL, said veteran forward Brian Jenner. Every country is going to be in the same boat. It's a fine balance because we have full-time jobs now. At the recent World Championship in Czechia, 23 of 25 players on Canada's roster hailed from the PWHL, a strong signal that the league will heavily shape the 2026 Olympic lineup. However, Olympic rosters will be limited to 23, unlike the expanded 25-player World Championship squads. Instead of living and training in one city, prospective Olympians will gather periodically. Kingsbury plans 3 training blocks before PWHL camps and another during an international break, with locations likely in Toronto, Montreal, and Calgary. We're going to spend as much time as we possibly can with each other to do all the things that centralization has provided in the past, said Kingsbury. Connections on and off the ice, building concepts, building the team. Fewer games will be played under this new model. But the PWHL offers year-round competition. With this league that we have now, there will be ample opportunity to play games, she added. Kingsbury, also the GM of the Toronto Scepters, and Canada's coach Troy Ryan, who coaches the same team, must balance dual roles. It's really, really important to balance the preparation for the Olympics, but also setting your athletes up for success to start their PWHL or college seasons, said Ryan. Roster selection won't be limited to training block participants either. It doesn't mean we won't go outside of that group if we need to, Kingsbury noted. If someone has an incredible season, we can make that decision. Renata Fast, 2-time Olympian and Scepters defender, welcomes the change. This is what we want at the end of the day, she said. Centralization has served us very well, but just with less time together.
John Cena sets historic record with 17th WWE World Championship win at WrestleMania 41. John Cena made history on Sunday, April 20th, by capturing his 17th world title at WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas, defeating Cody Rhodes in the main event to become the most decorated champion in professional wrestling history, as recognized by WWE. The monumental win, which took place in front of 63,226 fans at Allegiant Stadium, including Ric Flair, the previous record holder with 16 world titles, marks a defining moment in Cena's legendary 25-year wrestling career. I will win that championship and retire with it, Cena had teased last month. I am taking it home with me. I'm leaving all of you to create a brand new toy belt because the real one comes home with me. The victory came amid speculation that Cena, who turns 48 this week, would retire at WrestleMania 41. While he previously announced plans to step away from wrestling in 2025, Sunday's win suggests he isn't leaving just yet. As he told People, I just love it, acknowledging the difficulty of leaving the ring behind to focus more on acting. After returning to WWE in January, Cena declared his intent to challenge for the undisputed WWE Championship and surpass Flair's long-standing record. His road to the title took a shocking turn in March, when he turned heel for the first time in over 20 years. Aligning with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and rapper Travis Scott to ambush Rhodes. "I will be the last real champion in WWE," Cena declared, amplifying the dramatic tension surrounding his character's arc. He later hinted, "The plan is something that goes beyond WWE programming," promising further unpredictability in what's already become one of the company's most talked about storylines. Despite portraying a villain on screen, Cena expressed a heartfelt commitment to the industry behind the scenes. "When I can no longer compete, I will always be a member of the WWE family in some capacity. They certainly will have to shoo me away because I'm like you. I'm a fan first and I love it so much." With the title now in Cena's hands, fans are left wondering, how long will this final reign last? And when will the curtain officially fall on his in-ring career?